Hi, I'm Stacy Haar, and welcome to our online Usborne and Kane Miller book party. If you are already an Usborne Kane Miller fan, then as a parent, these kind of books are your dream because not only do they win a number of awards, but they also keep our kids engaged and interested in reading and learning. We have a variety of titles from birth through young adult, and what I'd like to do with this video is to just show you some of our favorites and best-selling titles. We'll start with the youngest ones first. Probably our most well-known infant series is the That's Not My series. This book is That's Not My Duck. What's wonderful about this book is, and the books in these series, are the variety of textures. So this one says, that's not my duck, its beak is too shiny, and you get to see shiny and hear the word shiny at the same time, as well as feel smooth and shiny. This page, that's not my duck, its feet are too bumpy. And again, you get to hear the word bumpy and feel bumpy. What a treat and a delight these books are. The last page of every book will also, instead of saying that's not my, it'll say that's my. So that's not my duck. Her ducklings are so fluffy, and you get to feel the fluffy. We have almost 40 titles in this series: trucks, tractors, dollies, princesses, fairies. So we have a That's Not My to suit anyone on your list. We also have a That's Not My collection of books. A collection of books is a grouping of books that we've put together, and you can buy a collection of That's Not My animals, and then you get a little bit of a discount, and you can separate these books out, use them for baby gifts or whatever works for you. No Usborne party would be complete without talking about our slot books. This one is A Squirrel's Tale. In our slot books, the animal, the squirrel or the mouse, literally moves through the pages of the book. The squirrel will always move from left to right, just like when you read the text on a page, you move from left to right. And when the squirrel slips through the page, you will find that if you turn more than one page, you lose the squirrel. And so children, along with learning to go from left to right, they learn to turn one page at a time if they want to hear the story. In this story, the squirrel meets a variety of woodland creatures, and all the time he's looking for food, at the very end of the story, he finds exactly what he's looking for, and he can exit. He finds exactly what he's looking for, and he can exit through the back of the book. If your squirrel ever goes running about your house, know that you can make a template. There's a template of the squirrel in the back, and you can make your own. So if you need more than one squirrel, or like I said, your squirrel goes off and climbs a tree somewhere, then you have this available. As your kids get older and they're ready to learn, to read, we have a number of phonics books and rhyming books with rhythm and repetition to help them. And we also have our very first reading set. So this is a 15-book collection. It's phonics based, and it helps kids learn to read kind of one collection of phonics at a time. There's also a parent guide that comes with it that talks about the sounds in each book. And there's reading comprehension puzzles at the back of every book. When they are ready for more and they want to start that first chapter book, we have 12 books in the Billy B. Brown series, and we have 12 books in the Hey Jack series. These books have no more than 50 words per page. They still have illustrations on the page. So they're a nice transition from a picture book to a chapter book. And Billy and Jack are best friends. So they show up in each other's books, and the subjects of the books deal with things that our kids are dealing with at school every day, whether that's friendships or competitions or projects that they need to do. So these are a great source for your children. We also have our illustrated stories series. So these are these are combined volumes, collections of stories, all in one binding. We have everything from stories for girls, stories for boys, classics, adventure stories, princesses and princes, Greek myths, Shakespeare, Dickens, it goes on and on. This is one of our newer ones, 365 illustrated stories and rhymes. So there's something that you can read literally every day. And these books also feature a really nice bookmark that marks the page that you can use, and it makes it a really nice gift book. It makes it a really nice gift book as well. moving on up in age. The Return To series is a new trilogy out featuring Luke Challenger and his cousin Nick Malone. There are 14 in the first book. These books are characterized, they take place in the 1930s, so they're kind of, Moving up in age, we have the Return To series featuring Luke Challenger and his cousin Nick Malone. At the start of this trilogy, the boys are 14 years old, and they are packed with action and adventure. They take place in the 1930s after World War I, and when the leaders, the powers that be in World War II are coming into play. And so it's very historically interesting in terms of everything that's going on in the world and in terms of the figures leading them into World War II. Luke and Nick remind me of MacGyver, if we have any MacGyver fans out there, and I'm sure that dates me. But these two guys are amazingly able to think clearly in a very stressful and sticky situation, and it's really fun to see the situations they get into and how they get themselves out of it. I can't decide if I would want to be with them somewhere or not be with them somewhere, because I would feel safe, but it would be way more dramatic than what I might be comfortable with. The last fiction piece that I'd like to talk about is The Phoenix Files. This is a 6-book serial novel. It takes place in the middle of nowhere in Australia, and a number of families have moved into this town. All the houses are exactly alike, and everybody works for the same company. There are these 3 teens, two young men and a young woman, who think that there's something wrong with this. And as they dive into this mystery of why the town exists and what's going on, they uncover a lot of things that they never imagined. This is a really, really great read. Another popular nonfiction series are our flat books. We have flat books for babies, flat books for little kids, and flat books for big kids. This is an example of one of our older flat books. And let me tell you, there's no age limit, because every time I am at a booth, I have adults wanting to open these flaps. So this book is See Inside the Universe. As you can see, we have the illustrations that we're really well known for, and we have many, many different flaps on the page. Our flat books are a great way of providing a lot of information in an easy-to-use format. We have many Greek myth books to fit your age and your budget. This is one of our newer Greek myth books. It's been very, very popular so far at school book fairs, and this is definitely for a little bit older reader. There's still a lot of text, but there's some really cool illustrations in there as well. And to top off the nonfiction we're going to talk about tonight is the Science Encyclopedia. Usborne offers a number of different encyclopedias, and they are all internet linked. Internet links mean that you can get more information about what's going on that page off the internet through Usborne Quick Links. This is fantastic. You can get, in this page, you can actually go and design a roller coaster. You can print out information for school reports, print out pictures and things like that. There's a wide variety of internet resources, and these are kept up to date by a large team of people. So these are really, really great. Our encyclopedia sets have been quite popular. And we have even more nonfiction to keep your kids busy. Starting off, we have our activity card sets. This particular pack, 100 Things for Little Children to Do on a Trip, is probably my bestseller. But we also have quiz cards, optical illusion cards, travel doodles, monster doodles, many different cards that you can write on, and they also do come, many of them come with a dry erase marker. Along in the activity section, we have tear out page books. So a doodle a day is one of them. You can doodle on the pictures and tear out the pages if you like. We have doodle books for girls, for boys, for travel. So this has been very, very popular for summer activities, as well as keeping kids busy and active, busy and engaged in the wintertime. Our art books are also really popular. The Step-by-Step Drawing Book is one of our newer titles. It features really basic step-by-step drawing instructions and lots of space to do your drawings. And last but not least, we have our sticker books. Usborne sticker books are another well sought after item. These books promote creative thinking, reasoning, understanding through matching and association. Sticker books, when you get them to tap into a child's interest also, you can help them with building independence and confidence. This is the Sticker Dolly Fashion Designer Fall Collection. We actually have collections for every season, and there are a number of other sticker books for girls, from princesses and fairies and dream jobs and traveling. For boys, we have knights and explorers. And again, these aren't limited to boys. A lot of girls like the knights and the heroes and the exploring ones and extreme sports. But we have quite a wide variety of sticker books that will engage your child. That concludes our books. If you think that you might be interested in joining me in selling fun books to kids, I'd love to talk to you more about it. You can contact me through this Facebook post, and you can also contact me through my website, which is itbeginswithbooks.com. It's listed on the Facebook page, and you can also find me online. Thanks again, and I'm going to enjoy interacting with you for the rest of the party. Have a great day.